Ciao a tutti, hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if this is one of your first videos with me. I'm Giulia and I'm your Italian language coach. Are you ready today to learn a super common Italian verb? It's a verb that you will hear all the time, and unfortunately, it's a verb that has lots of different meanings. So in this video, I will be explaining to you the main meaning. I will show you how to use it correctly at the present tense, and I will also give you the extra meanings that go along with this verb so that you do not make a mistake when you're using it. So what verb am I talking about? I'm talking about the verb mancare. The verb mancare can translate to the English verb to miss. So let me ask you a question. How would you say I miss you in Italian? Manco tu? No. Manchi me? No. Manca me? No. Sorry, that's not how you are going to use it because mancare is a verb that has a little irregular conjugation. The translation is mi manchi. Mi manchi means I miss you. And yes, I know, you do have a horrible indirect pronoun before the verb conjugation. It's very similar to the verb piacere. So you remember mi piace, non mi piace, when you're saying that you like or you don't like someone. Also with the verb mancare, you will need to insert mi manchi, okay? Now, let's go into detail about this first translation of the verb mancare. Later on in the video, I will be explaining to you the other meanings of the verb mancare. So as I said, the verb mancare has a very similar conjugation to the verb piacere. They are both irregular verbs and they are called the impersonal verbs. This means that you will need to remember to use the indirect object pronoun in the third person singular and plural. Now, don't worry, we will be looking at a chart together, we will be saying them together, and we will understand them together. If you need to, remember that there's always a PDF that you can download with this entire lesson, or if you don't like to click on any links, because the PDF is available by clicking on the link that you find below the video, you can always go to my blog page at italianlanguagehub.com and you will have all of this information out there for you. Now, let's look at what I'm talking about when I'm talking about adding pronouns and when I'm conjugating the singular and plural form of the third person. In this chart, as you can see, I have conjugated the third person singular and the third person plural. Before each verb, you have the pronoun. The pronouns that you need to remember are mi, ti, gli, le, ci, vi, gli. For the singular person, you have to remember manca. So you will have mi manca, ti manca, gli manca, le manca, ci manca, vi manca, gli manca. You will keep the exact same pronouns, but you will be changing the verb from manca to mancano in the plural form. Okay, so reading it together once again, you will have mi mancano, ti mancano, gli mancano, le mancano, ci mancano, vi mancano, gli mancano. So what's the formula here that you have to remember? You have to remember that you're going to be using mi manca when after that you have a singular noun or a verb in the infinitive form. Okay? So for example, mi manca la mamma. I miss mom. La mamma is singular. Okay? So you're going to be using mi manca. Same thing if you have a verb in the infinitive form. Mi manca parlare al telefono con te. You have parlare. Parlare is your verb in the infinitive form, so you will use mi manca. On the other hand, if you are going to use mi mancano, after that you need a plural noun. For example, mi mancano I miei amici. I miss my friends. I miei amici is a plural noun, so you will be using mi mancano. Okay? Quick little extra note. When the person that is missing something is added in the conversation, meaning it's like explicit, so you know who is missing something or someone, then you need to add a little extra preposition before that. Okay? So if I said, mi manca la mamma, I'm talking about myself, I'm saying I miss mom. If I'm talking about Marco, and I'm talking about the fact that he misses his mom, I can say, a Marco manca la mamma. In this case, you're adding the preposition a and you're omitting the pronoun. A Marco manca la mamma. Ai miei genitori manca viaggiare. A Giulio e Paolo mancano I loro gatti. Okay? So remember, if you are sure about the person and you're explicitly saying the name of the person or people that are missing something or someone, you can take away the pronoun and add the preposition a. You can also have extra fun by replacing the person that's speaking with an indirect pronoun. Ooh, so much fun, isn't it? So we could say something like, gli manca l'Italia, or a Marco manca l'Italia. Le manca la mamma, or a Maria manca la mamma. Gli manca viaggiare, or ai miei genitori manca viaggiare. Okay? So my strong suggestion is that you review all this, but if there's one thing that you need to remember is the formula mi manca plus a singular noun or a verb in the infinitive form and the plural version mi mancano plus a plural noun. Now, as I told you at the beginning of the video, the verb mancare does have a couple of extra meanings, so you can have different meanings to the verb. The first one was to say that you miss somebody, but you can also use it to say that something or someone is missing. Okay? Let's look at these examples. Manca una forchetta dal tavolo. Mancano 2 bambini all'appello. Qui non manca niente. Qui manca tutto. Okay? So in this case, you're just simply taking this normal conjugation without using the pronouns, and you're using it to say that someone or something is missing. Be careful though, because you will not be using it to say that you miss an opportunity or you miss the train or the bus. Okay? In that case, in Italian, we actually use a different verb. And we would use the verb perdere. So you will use perdere to say that you missed the bus, for example. Ho perso il treno. Ho perso un'opportunità lavorativa. Ho perso il pullman. Okay? So just remember, you're changing verbs here. When you're saying that you miss something like a train or a bus, do not use the verb mancare, but use the verb perdere, to lose. Very, very, very last meaning that I will be explaining to you in this lesson, I promise, and I will let you go, is with a question like this. Quanto manca? Do you know what this means? Well, in this specific case, I'm using the verb mancare in a question about time. This is a question, but it can be also a positive or a negative sentence, okay? So I'm using it to say how long until something happens or is over or will begin, okay? Let's look at these sentences as examples. Quanto manca alle vacanze estive? Mancano 2 minuti e poi la pasta è pronta. Manca ancora un'ora e poi arriviamo. Mancano pochi minuti alla fine della lezione. Okay? So these are different ways of using the verb mancare. I gave you some different meanings. Please review them. Ask me any questions if you need to. I'm always a comment away or an email away if you need me. Okay? This is it for today. I will see you next week. Un bacio, ciao!